contentment with my work and the people that I work for and their contentment with me. And it's also the ties that I have to friends and family that are in the area of St. John and maintaining those relationships.
You can find fascinating things to do here because you can create things here that you couldn't necessarily create in a larger market.
I was 38 years in Montreal. I have less friends in Montreal than I have friends here that I've made in 2 years.
So just sort of being in a landscape and being in a place where it's nice to come home at the end of the day and enjoy where you are. It's fabulous.
It's a small enough city where you know a lot of people, but it's big enough where not everybody knows your business.
This is what can happen. How you can live in a city and yet still be part of a community.
I took the bus this morning. Now, for other people, maybe not significant, but I took the bus this morning, and I haven't done that in a while. Now, I went to the bus stop, not knowing the bus schedule. I asked the lady that was at the bus, "Do you know the bus schedule?" Not only she said yes, she took out her bus schedule. She unfolded the fourth thing. She says, "Now, where do you live?" And explained to me, I don't know this lady at all. Now, in Toronto, they'd be like, "No way, yeah, this is the bus schedule," and that'd be it. Or any bigger center, right? Because everyone's so busy and rushed and guarded. Right? Guarded is a big thing. She took out the bus schedule. She showed me where I live. She gave me all the options. She handed me the bus schedule. She told me the name of the bus driver because she gets on the bus every day, right? And oh, this is John. He'll know. And it's because she saw John. She introduced me, John. This is a new girl. She lives up the street. Where's the bus schedule 26? I have 25. I'm like, holy crow, this is like customer service. And she's like, someone I don't even know. That's what it's like everywhere here.
A sense of belonging, I guess if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I'm completely fulfilled here.
Je me demande pourquoi je suis à Saint-Jean. Je suis venu ici en 1995 pour faire ma vie.
When I moved to St. John, I was able to invest in my life.
Acceptance of who you are, what you got to offer is all validated here. It's important.
And we have all these wonderful buildings and these wonderful stories and these wonderful people. It's fantastic history.
And every day walking through these historic places, I think that it feeds the soul.
Just to back up some of how you feel like you have some sort of influence as an individual in this city. I mean, I can be walking down the street. Recently I was and ran into Peter Asmakis, who runs Uptown St. John, and I said, gee, Peter, it'd be nice to do something about sort of more green spaces around the city. So he just sat down and emailed the person who's in charge of putting the report together, John Wallace, for the city, and then he emailed one of his working group members, and that guy emailed me, Bill Butler, and he got me put on a trails working group. So now I'm contacting the university to get the university's new campus plan that they're putting together connected to the city's trails working group. I mean, that started with me walking down the street to get a bag of milk and running into Peter.
There seems to be a real fluctuation of young people and young progressive thinking in the Uptown area especially, that's just made it, it's really become a new city in the last couple of years.
If I was to capture on anything about the history that I would want to take into the future, it would be that sense of adventure, of coming into the great unknown.
I've never been in a place that has the warmth and the power of the people like this city has, and the strength to move forward.
You are very a person here, and not just a number. Or
there's a big difference between making a living and making a life.
Well, it was early on when I came here the first times. I realized that there was a city market, and I decided, well, I'm going to go and take a browse in this place, and I actually walked all the way up the market and all the way down. And it took me a whole 6 minutes maybe. And now if I actually go to the market, I'm trying to avoid if I have an appointment, because if I actually go up the market now, it usually about takes me half an hour to make it through, not stopping anywhere, but just being stopped by all kinds of people in conversation and saying, how is it going, and how was your weekend, and whatever. And it's all by merchant and by clients as well. And somebody, my partner, referred that as being the king of Kensington. When you walk down the market, it's like, you know, you're being stopped everywhere by everybody. Like, you couldn't believe it, how many people I knew in 2 years.